flame. A door appears where none have tread. It calls the brave, it wakes the dead. When to the depths we go, where secrets sleep and shadows grow. Torch in hand and steel held high, we laugh beneath the doomlit sky. Into the depths, no fear, no rest. The deeper we go, the truer the test. Whispers echo through shifting stone. Each step forward more alone. Gold and glory, traps and tombs. We carve our fate in silent rooms. When to the depths we go, where secrets sleep and shadows grow. Torch in hand and steel held high, we laugh beneath the doomlit sky. Into the depths, no map, no guide, just courage, blood, and luck beside. Will we rise with treasure bright, or feed the dark and lose the light? Each tale ends, as all tales must, in song, in stone, in ash or dust. Into the depths we go, where heroes fall and legends grow. Crime gate calls, we heed its breath. One step from life, one step from death. Into the depths our fate is cast. We'll find the truth or breathe our last.
Sudden hush falls over the crimson canopy of the scarlet grove. The wind stills, the leaves stop rustling, and even your breath feels muffled. Before you, embedded in the vine-wreathed stone of the courtyard, the prime gate shimmers, its form not wholly stone nor spirit, but something between. A single door rises from the ground within the ring of ancient runes. Its hue pulses with otherworldly color, a new shade each time it appears. Today it glows with a deep bruised violet. Then the gate speaks. You stand before the threshold of balance. All things that enter must do so willingly. All who pass within are known to the depths. Some will return with truth. Some will not return at all. This door was not built. It is called by dream, by fear, by desire. You summoned it. If your heart dares what your voice cannot speak, then step forward and descend. The depths await.
Hey, all you role players, gamers, geeks, freaks, and everyone in between. Welcome to Deacon's Table, and this is another episode of Into the Depths. This is Level 3, Episode 1. And as you kind of heard our intro for Into the Depths, it is a ongoing dungeon crawl series where, characters from our Discord server play, and they alternate in and out to just kind of earn some experience, get some treasure, and have some fun. That's what this is all about. And of course, the Prime Gate may have other plans for them, but we will determine that as we play through and go on. I am going to bring the other characters on with me here one at a time so they can introduce themselves and tell you who it is that they are playing this evening. And I am going to start with the first person who joined on with me today, and that would be Onyx. Onyx, you're up. How are you? How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm very good. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, volume's
Very
good. Volume's
My
good.
mic is working. I'm Garrett. I'm going to be playing Onyx, the Minotaur Grave Cleric. He's not your typical Minotaur, though. He's not very big and burly. He's skeletal. I don't want to say skeletal, but thin, much thinner than you would expect a Minotaur to be.
A little gaunt, is he? A little gaunt and creepy.
Yeah.
Excellent. And then we're going to be joined here by Runtash. Runtash, who are you? Who are you playing? How you doing? How's everything?
Good, everything's good. I'm Dave. I'm playing Runtash, the Lupus Twilight Cleric of Kumir. He's a bit bigger than most clerics, a bit tougher. Just looking to go ahead and see how deep we can go.
Excellent. And last but not least, well, we should have one more player joining us at some point on top of this, but for right now, Valnil. Valnil, who are you and who is you playing?
Well, I is Ace. You can see me on Twitter. X at Black Lantern Ace, and I'm playing Valnil, a reborn cleric of Grieva.
Excellent. So we've got a Minotaur Grave Cleric of Grieva. We've got a reborn cleric of Grieva. And then we've got a Lupus, basically a beast folk wolf. That him right there in the background. That just happens to be a Twilight cleric. So this could be rather interesting this evening, and we got no real. Well, I guess Val is kind of muscle, but we'll get to that as we go. So when last we left, you guys were in the actual second level of the depths, and you had just finished all but one room. And the one room just didn't really interest you. It was all water, and you just felt probably not a good idea to go and deal with that.
We all decided to nope out of that.
But the room you guys did discover in the very beginning, which was the staircase going. Actually, I think it was going down still, and you did discover that. I'm going to add our other character here in just a moment, but you guys did discover that stairwell is now accessible. So it was blocked off when you first got here, but now all of a sudden you can access the stairs and descend. But before we do that, let's add Salira Quickstep to the table. Salira, who are you and who are you playing?
I am playing as Salira Quickstep.
And you are?
Hold on. I'm bringing it up.
I know you're a Pardis, which is a cat folk.
Yeah, I think I'm a wizard thief.
Okay. So we'll get Salira to bring up her character here, and we'll bring that up. And as I mentioned, that's where you guys were, and you guys did do a long rest at the top of the stairs. So that's how we end every episode. We will end it in a long rest. If there is a player in the queue waiting to play, we will either ask for a volunteer to step out, or we'll just do a random roll to kind of interchange the players as we go, and that's how this series works as we move on. There is other series coming up and other streams, as you guys know. We do the mini adventure series on Tuesday nights, which have been a lot of fun. We've got a couple of those coming up. We still are in the planning stages of Southern Expanse, which I know I'm really looking forward to that, which is our pirate-based series, which is making a return in and of itself, but kind of its own entity, not really a conclusion of the previous season. But we're going to move on with that. So with you guys, with that in mind, you guys are at the top of the stairs, and you are basically ready to descend down. I did share with you guys the link so you can access Owlbear Rodeo, so you can access your token that is available there, and you can place yourself. Oh, I'm going to admit everybody. Okay, there we go. We're all admitted. So you guys can place yourself coming down the stairs. Who is the first coming down the stairs?
Vana will take the lead, and she'll head off to the left.
Okay, so you walk down the stairs and just step into the left. And I'll just give you guys what you're seeing. As you all come down into this room, you descend into this dungeon threshold. The temperature noticeably drops at this level. The air is very dry and ancient. The stone walls carved with fading celestial ruins that frame a rectangular chamber lit only by your torchlight or magical light that you have. At the center of the room, a faintly glowing sigil is embedded in the flagstone floor. A 7-pointed star inscribed with a broken circle, its edges worn and cracked with age. Dust lays thick on the floor, disturbed only by the prints of a single set of booted feet. Long since faded, though. A stone pedestal against the far wall cradles what looks like a curled parchment beside an extinguished ceremonial brazier. So that is what you guys are walking into.
Can I possibly tell what size the footprints are? Are they like bugbear sized, or are they goblin sized?
They're not small. It would be a medium-sized bipedal booted print. Yeah.
Good to know.
So that could be bugbear or hobgoblin, if that's the case.
Could be. Yeah, it could be it could be elf, it could be anything at this point. Any kind of mid-sized character. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't something like if it was small, then there's only certain numbers of races it could be, or if it was large, then there's only a certain number of races it could be. If it's mid, it's kind of a lot of anything.
There is on the opposite wall of where you come down, there is a like a stone door, which seems to also be carved with ancient celestial script on the door itself.
I would like to just kind of examine the walls, the ancient script, if I can. That's
okay.
I'll come into the room and move over here to the
to
corner.
And I'll check out. And I'll check the pedestal.
So you are going to go. Okay. So Onyx, sorry, you have to forgive me. You were headed in which direction?
I'm going to go to as I'm coming down the stairs, I'll turn to the left and go to the top left corner. You can see me on the map there. Or you should be able to see me on the map there, anyways.
Not quite sure why it's not. There we go. There
I'm going to come into the room, look, and stand right there next to Valinal and
Runetash.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you've gone into that far corner, Onyx, and you're searching around that corner.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at the ancient runes on the walls. You said there was
yeah, there's quite a few of them on the walls.
Yeah, I'll see what I can see from there.
It's pretty faded and worn out, and it is. Do you speak Celestial?
No, actually, maybe I might. I don't. I speak Abyssal, Common, Infernal, and Minotaur.
So you're not quite sure what it says.
Okay.
But and again, it's really hard to make out.
Yeah, for sure. Probably fairly faded, I assume. So,
as for Runetash, you went to examine the pedestal.
Yes.
Which is where there was that fragment of what looked like a scroll. Make me a
Ooh, perfect.
As you you carefully grab the scroll and you look at it, make me a religion or insight check.
Oh, dear.
24.
Oh, okie doke.
Nice. As you you look at it, again, it is written in another language. Do you speak Celestial?
I do not. Sylvan, Halfling, Elf, and Common.
Okay. You do know that whatever is on this parchment is a protective prayer of warding.
Ooh.
You're not sure, again, because you can't read it unless you have an ability to cast comprehend languages. At some point, would you be able to, to read that out and figure out exactly how it applies?
I'll just Valnil, Salira, do either one of you speak Celestial or have anything to help you read it?
Unfortunately, I do not.
Valno just bows her head and goes, "I'm sorry, I only know Abyssal, Infernal, Halfling, and Common, unfortunately."
Oh, all right. I will pocket the parchment for now.
Okay. So that's, it's pocketed. I mean, that seems to be the only thing that's in this room at this point. There's the markings and the sigils and this pedestal, and now you've got the scroll, and then there's this door. It's a big stone door. Doesn't appear to have a keyhole on it or a handle or anything else. Looks like either a push or a slide door.
Salira, do you want to check this door? I don't like touching anything down here. Just so I will back away from the door.
All right, I'll move to the door.
Okay.
Closer, just in case.
And you are checking the door for traps.
Yep.
Okay, make me an
Guidance.
investigation roll using your proficiency bonus.
And
Valno will move next to Celira to make sure that she can try to protect Celira in case something happens.
That's a 17, Mike.
Okay. You don't notice any traps. Seems to be clear.
Seems like we're all clear here.
I hate it when he says it like that.
Well,
You don't notice any trap.
you can roll a 24 and it'll still be
you don't notice
clear.
anything.
All right, Valno will head toward the door, and she'll try to open it because
Onyx,
check?
seeing Valnil going towards the door, is going to back up. Just a smidgen.
As am I. Mainly because I don't want to get hit.
I've seen you in action before, my friend.
So what was I rolling?
Strength check.
Strength check?
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't help with it at all.
That's a dirty 20.
Nice. Actually, I wouldn't be bad. There it is. Hey, here we go.
Ooh.
Valdo rips door off hinges.
Hallway.
Valdo just turns back to the others and he just goes, "It seems we have a hallway in front of us."
Oh, and there's no black curtain that there was before. It's just straight on through.
It's just, now that the door is open, it's a straight on through 15-foot hallway that leads to another door.
Well, this is a change.
Interesting.
Well, Valnil, you're in the lead. Why don't you take the first step, as it were? Or
Okay.
the second step.
Valno actually walks right up to the next door.
Yep, you walk through, no problem.
And,
Huh.
and Runetash will follow behind.
Yo, I got
This one seems to be the same kind of door, stone door.
Give
three
Valnil a pat
clerics
on
in
the
a
shoulder.
hall.
Give Valnil a pat on the shoulder. You got the last door. You got this one. Guidance.
Before
Oh, what's
he
that?
does anything,
Hang on.
I'm going. I have to get up there first.
Yep. Move your character up there.
Before they do anything,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to get up there
Well, in that case, I have to move.
and roll a trap check.
Oh
See if
yeah.
there's
Yeah.
any traps.
Investigation on that door.
As
get out of the way.
Clara goes by, you got this guidance.
7.
Plus
With
a D4.
guidance?
With guidance, that's what, +1?
Plus
It's a
1d4.
D4.
1d4.
Plus 1d4. Currently it's 7. 11.
Hey, that's all right.
Nice. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any traps.
All right, all good.
Cool.
Okay, so Val, you're at the door.
All right. Val is going to ask. I think her name is Celia.
Elira.
Saliva. Should I have you check the door before I open this?
You just,
I think
she
she
just
just
did.
did that.
I just did.
Oh,
There's
my
no
bad.
traps on it.
You were on the phone. It's cool.
okie dokie. Then opening the door, she does. Do I need another strength check for this?
Yeah, make a strength check.
Huh.
Guidance.
The strength. Is it? Are these doors just difficult to pull open? Is that why she?
They're big stone doors that are on a pivot.
Oh,
that
okay.
you're,
Cool.
you're pushing open.
Okay.
And that's an 18.
Yep, door pushes open. Make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okie dokie.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
And that's a 10.
6 points of poison damage.
Okie dokie. That I have resistance to that, so I'll take 3.
3. Okay, so the stone door opens with a protesting groan, revealing a dusty reliquary chamber. Cracked wall niches once held relics and offerings, but most stand empty now, looted or long decayed. Shards of glass, bone, and rusted iron litter the floor. Near the far end of the room, a collapsed shelf leans against a pile of rubble, beneath which a glint of silver catches your eye. There is an open door. There is a door on it, but it's actually already standing open beyond, but you see that typical foggy curtain of gray blocking the vision forward. But that is what you see in this particular room. What are you guys doing?
You are being asked, Chris, to accept somebody back into the owlbear.
Oh, sorry.
No, just like making sure you caught it.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you.
I'm last in
Yep.
line. How did I get last in line? That's fair.
All right.
You all go ahead. I'll clean up whatever mess happens.
Vana will just take the first step in,
Okay.
Tash will follow behind.
and she's going to start, looking around the room to try to see if she can identify what's going on in here.
So you're doing what in particular?
Basically,
going
doing
through the
like an
rubble?
investigation.
Okay, so you're going through the rubble. Make me
Can I
make
help
me an
with this?
invest. What's that?
Can I help with this? So just give
Yep,
Val
you
Nil.
sure can.
Yep. Advantage Val Nil.
I'm going to stand back and watch.
Okay, the advantage was very nice. That went from a 12 to a 19.
Okay, so as you brush aside some fallen stones and fragments of aged wood, you uncover a tarnished relic. Looks like a silvered holy symbol of the Celestian Order. However, you just about brush the edges of it, but you catch yourself noticing there's a glyph lying just beneath the relic.
Oh dear.
Oh,
That means bad magic if you touch it.
It's trapped.
Yeah, it's like a magic trap.
Yeah.
in that case,
Did I possibly try to identify the trap?
It is a magical trap. It's a glyph. You can attempt to remove it. Anybody with any kind of magical ability can attempt to remove it, but because you are also a rogue, you have a benefit to that as well. So you're not going to get a negative.
I will assist whoever tries to
right.
do that because I'm fairly decent with Arcana. So
I'll try and disable the trap on the thing.
Okay, so because you're getting assistance,
and guidance.
you're going to have to make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand, that's +7.
Okay. And then you need to make me a dexterity check. Or not a dexterity check, sorry, an Arcana check. With advantage on that one.
And guidance.
And guidance.
Doot.
So 9
just
on the
assume
check,
you always have guidance.
4 on the guidance, so 11. Or not 11, 13.
13, okay.
And
That's
I
on the
don't remember
Arcana?
what my advantage was.
Okay, well, with your sleight of hand, you manage to lift and shift the holy symbol without triggering the actual glyph. The glyph is still there and intact. You've just managed to remove the silvered holy symbol from that particular spot. And
this thing is trapped.
Yeah, you can't remove the glyph. It's still there, but you did get the holy symbol. It's worth 25 gold pieces. And it has one use of Turn Undead on it, as if cast by a second level cleric.
Nice.
Sorry, you said one use of Turn Undead?
One use of Turn Undead at second level. While you're also, Val, as you're also going through the rubble, under a broken shelf, you find a faint engraving on one of the walls that actually reads, and you might want to write it down, truth is found only when light meets devotion.
Got it.
When light meets devotion.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
Interesting.
Valno will basically repeat the phrase back to the others and say, does anyone have any idea what this could mean?
I might actually. I had a thought. Can I see the holy symbol quickly?
Sure.
Well, you know what it is. It's you
No.
recognize.
Can you hand it to me? I have an idea of what to do.
Okay. Yeah. So that's Solira has it.
I will take the holy symbol from her and I will cast light on it.
Okay. You cast light on the holy symbol.
Truth is found only when light meets devotion.
Okay. So you've got light on. With that, Onyx, you're kind of looking around, and you manage to see into
was my first
the
thought.
room ahead. Into the room ahead.
Oh, come on now. Don't do this.
It's basically the chamber itself. Like as soon as that gray fog or thing disappears with the light of that holy symbol, you feel again. I mean, the temperature dropped when you first got to this level. It just dropped again.
Oh dear.
You see in this massively long room ancient burial alcoves lining the walls. Their occupants now collapsed in loose piles of bones, and tattered cloth. A thick layer of dust carpets the floor, and the scent of mildew and decay hangs thick. On the far side, a rusted ceremonial brazier lies toppled, as though something burst from within. The room is deathly still.
Hmm.
Was it like right here?
Yeah,
Like-
right over in that corner, actually, to the left of the door.
Oh, right through here?
Yeah.
Ah,
Maybe we should light the brazier. I
I'm
assumed
going-
it was just like
I'm going
light
to step
meets
in,
devotion, cross,
one
etc.
and I'm going to look around.
Okay, so you've entered the room, and you're looking around. One of your steps just happens to rattle some stones, and it breaks the silence in this room. And as you're looking and observing, you're not really paying overly attention to everything. You're kind of looking at your feet, poking around and whatnot. But those behind you notice it before you do, that the piles of bones by the alcoves jerk into motion.
Nope.
3 skeletal forms, their eye sockets glowing with faint blue fire. From the shadows behind what looks like a ruined toppled pillar off to the one side, a wisp of darkness materializes, a shadowy figure with glowing eyes and no voice. So I will, at this point,
Here?
Well, boo.
I need to open up this.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go.
I guess we're starting initiative.
We will.
All right. Let's get it on.
Valdil's favorite enemy, the undead.
Yeah, same here.
We can all miss
Onyx
them.
loves the undead. But in a more like combat related, relationship way. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Okay.
I didn't realize you could roll around.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, you guys playing with the dice roller?
No.
Oh,
Double check here.
I got a couple of things for them. Hold on here.
That's a few skeletons there.
I got a few tricks
yeah.
up my sleeve.
Huh.
That's a is
That's
that an
cocked.
18 or a 2? I was saying that's kind of like
Okay,
uh
so that pretty much sets up the room at this point. And yes, it will be initiatives.
all right. Come on, baby. That's not bad.
Nat 21.
Okay, well hold on to that.
Okay. What are we doing here?
Okay, Val, you said 21. Onyx.
14, please.
Solara.
Give me a second. I got a 7.
Actually, I would have to put it here.
Okay, Runetash.
17.
Actually,
And
wait.
it doesn't look
17.
like they're showing up on the map.
They're showing up on my side.
Yeah, I can see him.
Okay.
There's 2. Yeah, no. There's one
You
right
mean your
here,
dice roll?
and one
Yeah, sorry.
right-
I meant on the stream map for
Oh, I see what you
the
mean.
viewers. Sorry.
Let me
Could be
double
lag.
check. Just double check what's going on that side. Yeah, no, they're there.
Okay.
I think we're there. Yeah. I just have to remember to update it when I'm moving things around. That's all.
That's fair.
Okay. And
Okay.
so yeah, with
What's fun? What's fun?
with a dry clatter and an eerie moan, these undead warriors lurch to their feet. One has raised its weapon as a spectral shadow flows like smoke across the ground, the gaze fixed on you. And that's that thing in the far corner, this shadowy darkness that you see. You do know, and I will let you know right now, that the floor, because of all the bones and the rubble, it is classified as difficult terrain, so you are at half movement.
Cool.
There is those little round circles. You can get partial cover. The small ones, you can get a +1 bonus to your armor class. The big ones, you can get a +2 to your armor class. They look like broken pillars that have collapsed and fallen, or pieces of rock, and ceiling, whatnot. So,
Cool.
all right. So, top of the round is Val. You are up. You're seeing past Salira into this room as Salira is kind of poking around at some of the rubble and stuff, trying to examine. And these skeletal forms have taken shape, have literally lurched up from piles of bone. And there seems to be a shadowy figure in the back corner that is not a skeleton.
Okay. You said we have restricted movement because of the rubble, right?
You're at half movement.
So I can only move 3 squares. Okay. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 like that.
Yep.
Go right next to Salira, and I'm going to pass her a platinum ring and tell her, hold this, as she starts chanting Warding Bond.
Okay. One thing that I did take note of, you're standing in a threatened square. You're passing off an item to a friendly player, and you're now casting a spell right beside the skeleton. Do you have Warcaster?
I did not even think about that.
Because I haven't been using this, and I just realized it the other day. They do get an opportunity attack on you.
I do not have Warcaster.
Okay. So it is going to take a swipe at you.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it misses. It's a 6. So it doesn't do very good on its turn. So what are you casting?
I can't. Warding Bond.
Okay.
It gives +1 AC to Salira, and half of the damage that she takes is dealt to Valno instead.
Okay. So we'll have to keep that in mind as we go. Is that it for your turn?
I think that's my action. Yep, and I don't think
Okay.
I have any bonus.
So Runetash, you're up.
All right. So like you said, half movement in the room. So if I can, so 5, 10.
Yep.
Perfect. Runetash will grab his holy symbol of Kumir, small little prayer, and a twilight globe just comes out from the middle of him and just encompasses 30 feet of the area in dim light.
So this room is now dim light.
30 foot sphere. So
pretty much the whole room.
5. Yeah, pretty much the whole room.
Well, yeah, he's not doing anything just yet. Okay. Is that it for your action?
Yes, and at the end of whoever ends their turn in my sphere, you get 1d6 temporary hit points. So
Okay.
I'll call a number out after your turn's over, I guess.
Okay.
All right.
I'll let you know at the top of the round, basically.
Right now, it's done looking to it. Salira's getting
Onyx,
a nice
you're up.
wall of guards.
Oh, we can't hear you, Onyx.
You're muted, I think.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Can I see this one from the position that
Yep.
I am in?
Yep, you can see him.
I'm going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement.
Okay.
I haven't done that yet. I wish I'd used that on a different spell. A natural 20 for 27.
27 points of damage.
No.
Yeah.
I have to make. Okay, let me explain. Ray Enfeeblement is a black beam of enervating energy springs from your finger toward a creature within range. The ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends.
Okay.
At the end of the target's turns, it can make a con save throw against the spell. So it
All right.
only
So you
deals half
hit him.
damage.
It has a negative to its rolls.
That's fine with me.
Yep. It works for me. Is that the end of your turn?
And as a bonus action, I just want to see what I can do here. Oh, I don't think I can do anything fun. I can't do anything fun yet. 1 second. Make sure. Oh, you know what? Oh no, I can't. No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
I got a few options. So.
And 6 temp HP.
Hey, fabulous. I'll take it. Thank you.
Okay. So
It does not stack, right?
No.
No.
It replaces.
That's what I thought. Excellent.
So
Just wish I'd used an attack. Shit. That would have been good.
Okay. So on Val again, and that's a miss because of that brave enfeeblement. It misses you with its longsword. The other two are taking short bow shots at Salira and Runtash.
Is that a concentration spell?
And that is 16 against Salira. Does that hit?
Solara's asking if we skipped her turn.
Did we skip some?
Nope. Salira's after me.
Give me a second while I check my armor class. You just barely hit.
Okay, so I did hit.
Half of that damage is going to go to Volnil.
True.
So 3 to Val and 4 to Solara.
Don't you like that we make it complicated for you?
Nope, it's all good. Okay, and the shot on Runtash. That is 19 plus 4. 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
And that is 6 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
Ah.
I'm gonna have to start throwing some spells.
Okay, and then now that brings me to Solara. It's your turn.
So I'm going to use. Well, let's see what weapon I have prepared. Probably my claws because I didn't prepare a weapon this time.
You don't need to prepare your weapon. If your weapons are on you, unless it's something that you intentionally keep in your pack, if it's on your belt or on your back, you can just draw your weapon.
Wow. Then we're gonna go ahead and swing with the rapier or attack with the rapier.
Okay.
Do it.
That's a 25.
Nice.
You hit.
Plus 1d8 plus 5. So we're gonna go ahead and get 8. 7.
7 points. Half of that is 3. Okay. Doesn't seem to have taken as much damage as you had hoped.
Okay. Good to know.
Interesting.
I mean, you're using a rapier, which is a piercing weapon, and it's all bones.
That makes sense.
That's fair.
Yeah. In general, in D&D, one of the things in Dungeons and Dragons that most people become aware of early on with skeletons, rapiers and things like that don't work so well on them. Piercing weapons, but bludgeoning, they're vulnerable to, so they take double damage with bludgeoning weapons.
Ooh,
Just swings his flail.
Flail, mace, basic club, staff, shield bash.
Interesting.
What am I doing giving you guys ideas?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you doing?
Shut up,
dude?
DM. Stop. No.
Don't worry, Valdo already had a plan like that.
That does take us now to the top of the round.
Shalila, 410.
So we are on Val Mills' turn.
Did Savira not do her turn?
She did.
Oh, okay.
You just did my turn.
Sorry.
You're really out of it today, mister.
Yeah, I know. I'm spacing out today. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Sanctuary on Salira, which makes it so that anybody who attacks her with an attack or harmful spell must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they must choose a new target.
Oh, why am I not doing that? That's so stupid.
Okay.
And then for my action, she's going to draw her maul and smashy the skeleton in front of her.
Okay. You draw them all and go smashy smashy. Go ahead.
That would be a... Give me a second to follow my actions. Dirty 20.
Hit.
All right, 2d6. 5. And a 1. So that's 6 damage total.
They're only 20 feet away from you, Onyx, if we wanted to know. Sorry, how much was what was the damage roll?
6 damage because I got a 5 and a 1.
So double that is 12.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Boom. It smashes down back to bones and clatters on the ground.
And 4 damage.
That takes us to Runetash. You're up.
All right. I had a plan. It's gone. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action at level 3.
Okay.
Wait, not level 3. Sorry. Hold on.
You know what? I'm gonna try.
Level 2. Sorry, level 2. And, is there an icon? No, that's okay. I'll just drop it right in between. I'm not going to move. I'm going to drop it right here.
Where are you putting it? Sorry.
Right. I'm just going to put
Right
myself.
in front. Okay. Right in front of the.
I'm not moving.
Okay.
Okay. And it gets to attack as I summon it. I'm going to make it attack the shadow.
Okay. You're going for the shadow. All right.
Does a. Sorry. Does a 20 hit?
20 does hit.
Sweet. And 1d8. And 8 damage to it.
Okay. And that is spiritual weapon. Yeah. Okay. So that. Yep. 8
And
damage.
8 damage. That was my
Okay.
bonus action. And as my action, I will cast Guiding Bolt. Only at level 1.
Okay.
Natural 20. It's a spell.
Nice.
It doesn't crit though.
Okay.
And Guiding Bolt. And 3 damage. Oh wait, sorry. No, I did that wrong. My bad. 3. 18 damage. There we go.
Nice.
And whoever attacks it next has advantage.
Okay. Onyx, you're up.
Okie doke. Onyx will present his holy symbol, cast a few words, and use Channel Divinity Turn Undead, unless they are challenge rating half or lower.
So half or lower are gone.
If they're half or lower, they are instantly destroyed. If not, I need them to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
So the remaining guy, DC 15?
That's fabulous. I love
17.
he passes, unfortunately.
For the
That's
chat.
okay. 2 of them is cool. I'm all right with that.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's taken any damage yet.
I have.
Have you? Well, I'll cast bonus.
Paolo has taken 6 damage, but
I'll
negligible.
cast Healing Word on Rune Test. Just a level 1 for now. Oh, fuck, I'm sorry. You can take 5 healing points back, which I guess is
I am
not...
full. Yay!
Hey, there you go. All right. And that's my turn. Thank you. I have to take that. That worked. That's never worked for me.
It
I'm happy
moves
to do
in on
No.
and it will take a swipe. 18 to hit, Val.
Let me double check. That hits.
30, 70. 9 points of necrotic damage.
Necrotic, huh? Ooh, that's gonna suck. Okay.
Yep. And because it was a hit, and you lose 2 points of strength.
2 points of strength? Okay.
That's
Yep.
not good.
You guys watching this see this thing reach out and grab her arm, and you can see the black necrotic energy kind of going into her arm, but you also see the muscles of her arms because she is kind of ripped. You kind of see them degrade a little bit.
Oh dear.
And that takes me to Lyra. You're up.
So, what would affect this ghost thing? Or this raid?
You don't know. You don't really know what
No.
affected it. You do know it seems to have been taking damage from Runetash. And I mean, if you were a cleric, you would know that this is a shadow. Chances are it's going to take a magical weapon or whatever. So I mean, they know certain things, but
Magical weapons. Magic.
Yeah.
in general, with undead, magical weapons or silvered weapons are
Everyone's breaking up pretty bad.
Yeah.
So what is your action?
What were you saying? You broke up really bad.
Well, as I said, you're not sure what affects them the most, other than the fact undead usually requires a magical weapon of some kind or a silvered weapon to do actual damage to it.
Do you not have a magical weapon yet?
Could be affected by mage.
I'm sure
By
you
what?
have a magical weapon of some type.
You
Would
have
it
a
be
spell that
affected by
does
mage
damage. Well, Mage Hand doesn't do damage.
Unfortunately. Although I always thought that it should.
Yeah, you should be able to punch somebody with it. But
Yeah, like an unarmed strike or something, seriously, like a
Yeah.
slap or I don't know, something.
maybe that's an idea for a new spell creation.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh.
Mage punch.
Seriously, it always seemed strange that you shouldn't be able to do like an unarmed strike. You can pick things up. You can't.
Magic slap.
Somebody?
A hand appears out of nowhere and slaps.
Seriously?
Would the Venom Fang dagger deal any damage to it?
Ooh,
I believe the Venom Fang dagger is a +1 dagger.
pretty sure it's magical.
Therefore, it's magical.
Whoop his butt, Slayer.
You got this.
It probably will.
Stabby stab, stab for the win.
Mage fist would be a good name for that.
That'd be
spell,
kind of
too.
cool. Mage fist. Yeah, word. I like that.
Mage hand, mage fist.
Penance hand.
So, what's the verdict, Solara?
Hold on.
Oh.
There we go. So You broke up again. Would the Venom Fang Dagger affect the Wraith?
Yes, it's a magical weapon.
Well, let's see. I don't think a 9 would hit.
No, 9 does not hit. So that
I
takes
miss.
us to the top of the round. Valnil, that's you.
Okay. Valnil is actually not having any magic weapons, so she's gonna just straight up use spells, and she's gonna start with vampiric touch on the monster, which means I gotta roll to hit the monster.
Is that a range, or is it just a touch?
Vampiric touch is a touch spell.
You make a melee spell attack against the creature.
Okay.
So I rolled the melee spell attack, and it was a 16.
Okay. You hit.
Okay, 3d6. And I get half of that back. So 9 damage, and I get half of it back.
Okay. However, as you grab this shadowy entity, like it did to you, your hand wraps around what you think would be a wrist. It's just shadowy darkness, and it is so icy cold to the touch. You take an additional 9 points of necrotic damage, and you lose 4 strength.
Oh.
And it dies.
Ouch.
Oh my.
Bibble.
Okay, well.
That hurts.
You guys definitely see a shrinkage of Val's.
Ouch, kabibble.
Val, you okay?
So now I'm down to -6. Oof.
If I were to cast Dispel Magic, would that help?
No.
Okay, then I won't.
The only thing that's going to help with a strength drain, it's going to be restoration.
All right. Oh, yeah, sure.
I turned to
The
Val.
ones I don't freaking have. Well, have prepared.
No.
I turned to Val. Are you okay?
My strength seems to be leaving me.
You resemble the bodies that I bury in the ground.
Yeah, you feel very you feel drained, like where you normally wouldn't. Your physical condition is not what it was. And as the last of them, the skeletons are now gone and crumbled back to dust, and the shadow has dissipated with a wail, the silence returns heavy and unnatural. You notice that there is a faint imprint on the wall outlining a holy shield long since removed. That was be about in the middle of the room.
Is it a very large shield or
Looks like it would have been like a full-size shield.
really? You've peeked on
Definitely not there anymore. It's been removed from the wall. So the only thing left in the wall is that door across from you.
Okay.
And the tipped over ceremonial brazier.
Can I inspect the brazier to see if there's anything that like maybe hidden underneath or something that maybe fell off the brazier or something like that?
Yeah, you go over and you look up, or you kind of get the brazier and you pretty well pick it back up on its side. You find 15 gold coins scattered around the brazier. It is a ceremonial brazier for sure, and it's etched with a rune. And this is a rune. You can make an Arcana check. Anybody who's looks at the brazier can make an Arcana check.
Fairly good at that. I'll cast guidance on myself as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna need it. Actually, I won't need it. Never mind. Well, I will. Let's see. Guidance is a 1. 15.
Okay. As you kind of trace your fingers over the ruin that's there, trying to place the symbols. I mean, you don't speak Celestian or Celestial,
Yep.
but this is like a magical arcane rune of in nature. It means endurance.
Okay.
And as you're tracing your fingers over it, your mind clouds for just a moment. You see a flash, like a vision, almost like a dream, but it's not your dream. You see a grand knight feeling a door, a large door with a glowing sigil on it, and then all of a sudden the vision fades.
Is there
That's
a
as
sigil?
you're doing. So
Is
you've
there-
actually you're over here is more
Okay,
like
that's
where
fine.
So that's where the
Is there
brazier-
a sigil next to the door?
Nope, not it wasn't this door. You know that for certain now that
Okay.
you're kind of, but you didn't really get a lot of it to pinpoint where the exact details, but it was a rather large door, and this knight was sealing it
Okay.
with the sigil on it.
I will relay that information back to the rest of the party.
Oh,
I just had a vision. I assume that's kind of the norm for down here. Something about a knight and a door, though it doesn't look like this door.
perhaps
you
it's a door
sure?
further in.
Yeah, good to remember, anyways. Odd that I would remember it here, though.
It seemed to be when you were touching the brazier. It just
Yeah, it's strange. I'm just kind of voicing this as the character. It seems strange that I would remember a door in a different room while I'm in this room, if that makes sense. I'm
Yeah.
confused about that, but I'm sure it'll present itself later on.
the
Are you sure
door
it was in
the
this
door
room?
that is beside you it's a reinforced iron bound door.
Okay.
Looks to be locked, or it has a lock on it, so you don't know if it is locked or not. It's got kind of an odd shape to the keyhole, but
What kind of a shape is it?
make me an investigation roll.
Oh no, that's off the table. Come on. No. Stay on the table. I'll guidance myself just for fun. 15, 16, 17, 18.
18. Looks like the end of that holy symbol you're holding would fit in there.
Ooh. I'll give it to Solera. Hey, Solera, you're Solira, my apologies. You're good at doors and things. See if
Yes.
see if you can get this one working.
All right.
All right, so you go up to the door and you insert the holy symbol in, and it clicks open with a flash of light.
Whoa.
Door even
Doors.
pops open just a little bit. You can't see through it, but it just kind of unlocks and opens.
The light.
All right.
Guess we should continue ahead.
You sure? I'll be right here to back you guys up.
All right, so you push the door open.
Onyx is a lover, not a fighter.
Right.
Well, who wants to take the first step?
The iron-bound door
Sorry.
groans open, and there is a 15-foot by 15-foot chamber with walls carved from unadorned stone. At its center, there is a squat stone pedestal etched with 3 floating rings, each bearing a set of faded symbols. Above the pedestal, a blank archway leads nowhere. A frame of stone with no passage beyond. On the wall behind it, an ancient engraving reads, "When light meets devotion, the truth is revealed.
I would like to just peek in and do another sweep of the room.
Okay? Other than what I've described,
Yeah.
that's pretty much what you find.
Okay.
I apologize. Can you repeat what you had said about the room?
There's a again, it's a square chamber.
Okay.
Unadorned stone walls. In the center is a squat stone pedestal, and above it there are 3 rotating, floating rings, each bearing a set of faded symbols. Above the pedestal, there is a blank archway, like just an archway in the middle of the room. Leads nowhere. A frame of stone with no passage. On the wall, though, behind it, so over here, it's written right on the wall, clear as day, when light meets devotion, the truth is revealed.
Oh,
Maybe this is where that talisman comes into play.
I feel like that's probably a good guess. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Do we need? There's still light on it. Do we need to recast it?
There's still light on it.
Yeah, I'd say it lasts for an hour, I believe.
Runetash will hold his hand out to Onyx. I'll put it on the pedestal. You can stay right here.
Absolutely.
You approach the pedestal?
I approach the pedestal.
Okay. So as you're approaching the pedestal and you're about to put this thing down on it, it doesn't look like it belongs there. However, you do notice that these rings appear to form some sort of alignment puzzle. Each ring holds 4 symbols: a flame, a sunburst, a chalice, and an eye. The rings can be turned independently.
Oh, I'm good at these.
I'm sorry, what was the second one that you had mentioned?
Sunburst.
Sunburst.
Thank you. Ring, chalice, sunburst, and eye. Ring, sunburst, chalice.
I'm going to take a closer look around the room to see if I can see any of these symbols that are on the rings around the room.
Nope. The only thing other than what you see is that writing on the wall.
Oh, here, what does it say?
Light and devotion reveals
Truth is found only when light meets devotion. Ring, sunburst.
I'm going to move the top. How do they? Is there something that indicates how they're supposed to align?
Nope. They can just be kind of moved around and rotated.
I'll put the sunburst. I'll put the sunburst on top.
Okay.
And then put the.
There's only 3 rings, but there's 4 symbols on each. So.
So one of them has got to be truth, the other one has got to be light, and the other one has to be devotion. If there's 3 symbols, so you said there was.
Does anybody want to make a religion check?
I will make a religion check.
I will do that.
I figured I'd hinted that. I mean, it was a slightly obvious one. I figured I'd hint at it. Make me a religion.
Pretty good, actually. I'll guide myself just for fun.
Oh! Do you want a picture? Natural 20.
Hey.
Okay. Celestian order and virtues, along with many other virtues of other faiths, seem to reveal that some of these symbols are very symbolic. Illumination, devotion, sacrifice. Those are the three main symbols that stand out to you. Sacrifice being fire, devotion being a chalice, and illumination being the sunburst.
When light meets devotion, the truth will be revealed.
So this.
So would it not be wise to go the sunburst, the chalice, and the eye, as in the eye would reveal?
Ooh. What did you say the chalice represented?
Chalice is devotion.
So that would go on the bottom then.
No, devotion's in the middle.
When light meets devotion, the truth will be revealed.
Right. Light meets devotion. I thought it was when the truth meets.
Nope.
When
Truth
light
is
meets
found.
devotion, the truth is revealed.
Oh, I get it. Okay, yeah. So the chalice
So-
would be second, and then light would be first, and truth would be last.
Now, again, from the religion check, the eye does not seem to be symbolic at all.
So that's just the one that doesn't fit. Then
There are four symbols: sunburst, chalice, flame, and eye.
Problem is
Oh.
the flame represents sacrifice.
So
Mm-hmm.
Mayhaps do
So far, you've only touched one ring. So
okay, so the middle sunburst is locked in chalice, sorry, is locked in place.
now you put the chalice in place. Okay. So sunburst, chalice.
And then
try fire, maybe?
fire, chalice, sunburst.
So you're going to switch them around.
Yeah, chalice is gonna stay in the middle.
Sunburst, chalice, fire.
So you reach in. So nothing happens when you do it, Runtash. So Lyra, you do sunburst, chalice, fire.
Fire.
With a final click, these three rings align perfectly. The archway shimmers, and the stone within fades to reveal a new path bathed in blue light. The air hums gently, as if approving your efforts.
Good job.
Onward.
I like blue lights. It reminds me of Ice Cavern.
All right, time to have some fun.
That's what it reminds me of. I don't know what to play.
Volno just responds to Onyx, I'm not a fan of the ice.
Well, the ice can be very pretty. It's healing. It is water in solid state.
It is also very cold.
Yes.
Now, this room, this door that you're standing in front of, Runtash, is a large door. It is magically sealed with a sigil. However, upon lining up of those rings and that archway kind of appearing in the air, this door is now appears to be open or unlocked.
Runtash will put his hand out and step through.
Oh, boo.
No.
Pop. Gone.
Oh my word.
Long hallways. Hmm.
I should stick behind Salira.
So, what does the hallway look like?
It's just a 5-foot wide hallway corridor that goes 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet and then turns left.
So, Lyra, do you want to just check this hallway to make sure there's nothing here so no one gets hurt?
Yeah, this kind of screams trap room.
Watch. I bombed this roll with a nat roll 1. Watch.
You got this. Guidance.
That's
You got
plus
this.
4.
Guidance.
Just
Just in
guidance.
case. You totally got this. Guidance.
Just in case.
Investigation, right? Investigation?
Yep.
Does a 16 pass?
Yeah. As far as you're concerned, there's no traps down this hallway.
Looks all clear to me, guys.
Okay.
Runtash, why don't you go down the hallway?
I will continue down the hallway.
Okay. So you guys move yourself down the hallway.
I will follow 5 feet behind Runtash.
And I'll fall 5 feet behind Celia.
5 feet would be right here.
Oh. Never phrase that then. Right behind Celia.
Beyond the archway that you see, like it turns left and there's an archway there. The archway itself is kind of shimmering, but you can see through it. Lies a rectangular chamber that feels strangely muted in color and tone and sound. Like everything here just seems a little bit off. Like the sound itself is hesitating to intrude. The smooth stone floor inside is inlaid with thin silver lines forming a complex circle of celestial script throughout the room. There are 4 alcoves that sit in the corner, each one housing a statue. Now shattered, the scent of old incense and scorched air actually lingers in the room.
This is either someone's been here very recently.
I move up to Runtash and be like, Runtash, what did you do?
Nothing. Either
Yeah.
someone was here just very recently. Yeah, not yet.
Hmm.
Or this is a pocket in time. This place is weird. This place is so weird. I will step through.
Okay. You step through. The moment your foot touches some of that silver inlay on the floor,
Oh dear.
a cold sensation washes over your body
Oh.
entirely. An unseen pressure begins to creep into your mind. Whispers echo faintly at the edge of your hearing. Pleading, praying, screaming, perhaps warning. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh dear.
I was a 17.
You manage to shake off this feeling, but I mean, the pressure stands, but you're able to enter the room.
I'll turn around to everyone else and be like, this room was going to hit you pretty hard when you step in. There are warnings and screaming, and I still don't feel right.
Yeah, it's basically you've steeled your mind against it, and you do manage to take that other step into the room. The whispers themselves recede, and the pressure, although still there, it definitely fades. Whatever test this was, you've overcome it.
I'm going to stand to the left of Runtash and
Same thing happens to you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as this pressure in your head and these screams and the prayers and the pleading.
If it's
It's like the
allowed,
voices of the dead.
18.
if it's allowed, where I've already warned everyone who walks in behind me, guidance, if that's allowed.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
we can do that.
So that's
So-
18 plus.
You shake
21.
it off.
That's
Solara,
21.
you take it off. Who's the next in?
Vana will come up and stand in front of Celia to protect her just in case.
Okay, make me roll.
I get a +6 to this, and yet I got a 10.
Ouch.
Okay, still 16, so you overcome it.
No, I mean with
You
my
rolled
+6.
Oh, then you still get a D4. So because you got
Guidance.
guidance.
Okay, so that adds 4. That makes it 14.
No, it doesn't add 4, it
Oh.
adds a D4.
Sorry, adds D4, so let me roll that then. I end up rolling 4!
Okay. You overcome it.
Does Onyx notice this this kind of sensation happening to everybody else?
You see them stop for a moment and almost like grit their teeth and close their eyes for just a second, like something's getting at them, but then they seem to shake it off and they're fine. And Runetash did warn you that they're entering the room will have an
Hit you
effect.
hard.
Onyx is like pacing back and forth, kind of going, oh, I really don't like screaming, but party treasure. All right, fine. I'll take a small step in it. Like I'll put like one little hoof into the room.
Make me the
Whatever
roll.
happens, we got you.
16 plus guidance.
Right.
So-
Same thing happens to you. It just fills your head, and then you overcome it.
yeah, that's fine. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
Well, it's over now, and
It is.
I will do a once over in the room. I'm looking for
Yeah.
anything that could possibly stand out.
Looking around the room, as I said, there are those alcoves. In one of the alcoves is a broken pedestal that concealed, like you're searching everything. You concealed a small compartment. There was a small carved moonstone that's worth about 50 gold pieces, and a partially burned scroll written in that same celestial language that you've seen before.
Huh. I'll take the scroll and go, oh, look, a moonstone.
Hmm.
And that door across from you is a reinforced stone door engraved with more celestial script.
Shame we can't read Celestial. That would really help.
I'll take a step towards the door.
Okay. Looks to be locked.
Oh.
Possibly trapped. It's hard to say.
Runetash, do you want to swap positions?
Yes, please. Little tap on the shoulder. You're good. You got this.
Would that also have guidance?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Runetash is the master of guidance spam.
So are you picking the lock or what are you doing?
Yes, I'm going to pick the lock. Would that be sleight of hand?
Yep.
That's an 18.
You hear the tumblers click into place. Sounds like you've unlocked it.
Now, is this a false set or is it a real set?
Seems
That'd
like
be
it's
hilarious.
unlocked.
What?
It seems like it's unlocked.
Alrighty. I'll gently nudge open the door and look through.
I'll be back in a second, guys.
Yep. Okay. This long, narrow room that is about 25 feet wide stretches deep down more than 30 feet ahead. It's flanked on both sides by tall, crumbling columns. Faint inscriptions wind up their cracked surfaces. Their meanings, of course, corroded and eroded in time. Your footsteps in the hallway where you are seem to echo into this room unnaturally loud. The far end of the hall, a twin iron door, you can see it, stands slightly ajar. It looks like it's been opened. Between you and that door, the air feels dense, like water walking through it. And as you've opened the door, Salira, a barely visible ruin on the floor underfoot flares and shifts, and a force lashes out. It is.
Looks like it came back at the right time.
Yep. Make me a dexterity saving throw, Solira.
Dex save.
Yep.
Pebblers. Pebblers.
Oh, does a 22 save?
Yep. So you take
Oh dear.
8 points of force damage.
That'd be
Just
great.
kind of hits you. Boom.
Son of a. Ah!
Okay, Volnil is actually going to walk up and do a cure wounds on her.
So walk up.
Give me a second to do that. Cure
Stop.
wounds.
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity save. Okay.
Ah.
Nat 20.
Okay. So,
Wouldn't you also
seven,
take
7 points of force damage.
7.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, that's where you now sit.
I now have to heal. So I'm going to give her 2d8 plus 3, which is 5, 4. So 7, 9 plus 3, so that's 12.
Holy shit, that's cool.
And we're not doing any overheal?
Overheal?
Extra
Healing
8
above
aside
your-
from 10.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't do that.
I was saying, I don't think we do that.
Which means I'm back at full health.
Hey.
Okay. So far, Lyra, you're the only one that, with that force, you took a step into the room. Val, you did move quickly to step up behind and do a heal on her. Lyra, however, as you stepped fully into the hall, a bone-rattling screech erupts from behind some of the far pillars, and emerging from them is 2 armored undead. Once elite warriors, now bearing rusted blades and hollow gazes. The hall's acoustics twist their growls into whispers that crawl up your spine.
I don't like that.
No.
Volno just says to Celira, you have the ring I gave you, right?
Yes.
I gave her a platinum ring when I casted Warding
The
Bond.
one ring. Oh. Something very large in the corner.
It won't be that large.
Huge.
Good God. You face the battle rod.
Yes, we face a Tarask.
Yeah, it's fine. He's just going to eat us. It's okay.
For those that want to have a little bit of a closer look,
My God, he is oogly.
Oh my, what is that?
Looks like he used to be an elf.
It does look like
make
that. doesn't it?
me, well, clerics, make me a religion check.
Yeah, sure. Cleric for the win.
19. Wait,
Oop.
19.
Not 19.
You need an 18 or above to figure this one out.
Not 18.
17 for me.
I guess that's Runetash. These are whites.
Oh dear.
Oh Lord.
Oh, I don't like that.
I'm going to relay that information. These are whites. These are dangerous. They are strong.
They're not fun. All right, boys, let's wake them up.
How
You
far
step
can
out
I throw
like
my spear?
You can probably across the room.
Actually, shouldn't we roll for initiative first?
Yes. And again, because these are undead, keep that in mind when you're using as the priests have already warned, magical weapons. Generally, a good start. So,
I don't like that at all.
initiative.
Unfortunately, Valnera has no magical weapons, but Valnera has a solution.
Now, what's your initiative?
Oh God.
Let me roll that. A 9.
Okay.
7.
And that was with the advantage.
Clear is a 7. Runtash
8.
8. Holy crap! Onyx.
Well, I'll keep with the rest of the group. I got a 6.
Holy crapola! Does that I get to go first?
Yeah.
We are going to get bushwhacked.
Fucked that roll.
That's gonna be fun. Well, the first one in the room. Shoot.
Yeah. Get away from me.
Nope, don't like.
No, I'm being flanked.
Yep.
Oh no.
So
Salira's getting ganked.
All right.
I'll put minigame up on.
Yep.
When I get my turn, don't worry. I'll give warning bond. I'll take half the attacks.
Gives their attacks at advantage.
Oh wow.
So that's a 21 for the one guy. And a 23 on the second guy. So they're both going to hit you.
Thank goodness I just healed her.
Yeah. I don't know if that's going to matter so much.
15 points of 15 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
And 4 points of necrotic damage.
Ow.
And what you see is these things kind of move in and flank Salira, and they both hit her. And as they do, you see tendrils of life essence. And you've seen this before with your vampiric touch. You see that leaving Salira.
Yeah, the vampire touching her.
Well, no, they're life draining her.
Well,
Yeah, it's a different thing.
close enough.
Mm,
Man. No.
sure.
Well, until Salira falls.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yes. If she falls to that, it's a little different than if something falls.
Yeah,
by
and she
vampiric
gets
drain.
back up in the next round as a zombie. But that's okay.
Under the control of the white, if I remember
no,
correctly.
it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay.
All right. So that was their action. So next up is Val.
Okay, Val on her bonus action is going to cast Sanctuary on Salira, so they no longer can target her without rolling a Wisdom saving throw. And if they fail, obviously they have to choose a new target. And on her action, she's gonna cast Warding Bond, so that if they do hit her, Salira, Val will be taking half of the damage.
Okay, so you cast the spell, and I will allow that spell to go off. However, you're getting opportunity attacks.
Fair enough.
9. 19 damage taken. Ouch.
17 on the first guy. Val?
Beats it.
What is happening that she's taking what is happening that she's taking opportunity attacks?
She's casting a spell right beside them.
That cat's opportunity attacks?
Yep.
Apparently so.
You don't have Warcaster.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you're doing a semantic component beside them while they're just sitting there kind of looking at you going, yeah, no, poke. Spell goes off, but so you're going to take
Bastion.
16 slashing damage.
Who's taking that?
Val,
no.
Okay.
and 4 necrotic.
Okay. That leaves me at 2 hit points.
All right. You still haven't moved, though. On your turn, you have not moved. Oh, well, you haven't moved your full round. So are you staying in the doorway?
If I move away from them, they're just gonna get another opportunity attack. So I think I'll stick right here.
Okay.
And Valno will it will say to Runetash, I could use a little healing a bit.
Val looks pretty bad.
All right.
And at this point, whose turn is it? It's actually Runetash, it is your turn.
All right.
Lyra, you're on deck.
I am going to bonus action cast spiritual weapon at 3rd level,
Okay. Nice.
and I will drop it behind. I'll just move myself to show. I'll drop it
Yep, that
right
one.
here.
Yep.
And then he gets to attack. Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Oh. All right.
Do I still have that talisman with the trap talisman with turn undead?
You didn't leave it behind.
Awesome.
That is 12 damage.
12 damage.
You know, Salira's probably going, I have all these shields on me. I have a talisman to turn
Okay.
dead.
So you definitely damaged it.
And I will cast Cure Wounds on Valnil at 2nd level. That is 2. And that is 16 hit points.
16? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's the end of your turn.
Yeah, I can't move anywhere.
Okay.
I need to be able to see my weapon, so.
Lyra, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to risk it and take my chances with this talisman of turn undead.
Okay, so you're using the talisman to turn undead. Just looking it up here, guys.
What kind of weapons are they using?
Long swords.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Okay. It's at 2nd level.
Think I'm gonna fight fire with fire on my next turn.
And that's a save. And that is not. So it's
I got a few tricks up my sleeve still.
Since it was trapped, do I need to roll a save for something?
Nope, you're good. I'm just calculating in my head here. Okay. All right, so you've used turn undead. So
Right.
this flashing, blinding light goes out into the room, in the chamber. And that takes us now to Onyx. You're up.
From here, where would you say that I can see both of them? I just have to be able to see them.
You'd have to be up, like, in between Runetash and Val.
Is it possible to move there on my turn and then move back so that I'm not in the space? Like if I move there and then cast a spell and move back?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I would like to do that. I'm going to cast Blindness, Deafness at 3rd level so that I can get them both.
Okay.
I need them both to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution save. It's a fail on the 1, and a 19, I think, passes on the
Yeah,
other.
it's definitely possible. Fail 1 is now blind. And has disadvantage, I assume, on his attacks.
Yeah.
The other one, however, is not. And as a
I'm just
bonus
gonna put-
action,
I'm just putting a token on him because
yeah.
well,
You do think.
not the right one.
And as a bonus action, I don't want to do it. Bonus action, I'm good.
Okay, you're good.
Yep.
Okay, top of the round. That's me. This guy has no choice but to move here. And this guy.
Oh, okay, go. It's like what
That
the
is from the turn undead that went off.
scared me for a second.
And at disadvantage, the blind guy misses Solera.
Beautiful.
So that takes us now to Val. You're up.
Val's gonna go touchy. Yeah, very touchy on the blind guy.
Okay.
And that would be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. 3d6. 1. 6. Okay. That would be a total of 8 damage, and I get 4 hit points back.
Okay, so you do 8 damage. All right. And Runetash, you're up.
Oh, all right. I can't step through. Like
You
I
can
can't.
step through the room to a perilous. If you go there, you will get an attack of opportunity.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. At disadvantage, though. Hopefully it's rude here. 18.
18 does not hit.
Okay. So he misses you.
All right.
Barely.
So
You felt the
as-
wind on that one.
As my action, I will cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
So in a 15-foot radius. All right. So when next white starts on my turn, he has to succeed on a Wisdom saving throw. And as my bonus action, I will actually heal Salira.
Okay.
No, I can't do that because I can't cast a spell
that's right.
and a cantrip. So I can't.
Yeah, you've already
I can't.
cast this.
But I can make my spiritual weapon attack the
Pardon me.
white.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
11 does not hit.
Nope, it does not.
All right. That
Okay.
is
So
my
next
turn.
up is going to be Solira. You're up. Onyx, you're in
All
deck.
right, I'm going to turn around and slash at the white with the Venom Fang dagger.
Okay. Roll the hit.
I'm working on.
Damn, I want 6th level now. I want to channel twice.
Oh, yes.
Jeez.
12 does not hit, doesn't it?
Nope, 12 does not hit.
Darn.
Let's see.
Okay.
Where am I here?
So Onyx, you're up.
I am. Can I see this blind man from where I am?
Yep, barely.
Beautiful. I'll take it. Barely is good. Yeah, let's do 12 to dead. Can he make a wisdom saving throw, please? DC 15.
Yep. Failed.
Beautiful. Does he have full hit points?
No, he does not.
Even better. I like that. Because that is 2d12. That's a hefty amount. Oh, come on now, don't do that. 2d12. Oh, that's actually good. 16 necrotic damage.
16 necrotic damage. Nice.
That's not bad at all. Is anybody particularly in pain right now?
Yes, I am.
Okie dokie. I can't see. Yeah, I can see you from where I am. Yeah, I still got movement. I'll move 5 feet up and cast. Nope. Can I do that? Because it's a cantrip. I can't do that. I will cast bow healing word at level 1 on Solira because I don't want to waste my spell slots. So you get 6 points back. 6 points is better than a kick in the teeth. Actually, there's a lot
Or
of
sword
things
in the
that
face.
I would say there's a lot of things that are better than the kick in the teeth.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah, that is my turn. Thank you.
Okay, so top of the round. This guy is going to.
You can't see. Hope you don't walk into a pillar. Oh.
Okay. He can't do anything. Oh, he can make a saving throw.
That's true. He can.
Fails. So he still can't do anything. This guy is going to use a bow, however, and take a shot at Solira. Disadvantage, and he fails. Misses. Into the wall. Ting.
He also has to make a wisdom saving throw versus my guardians because he started his turn there.
And,
Oh, yeah.
and he also had to make a wisdom saving throw in order to hit Celia because of the whole sanctuary I put on it.
Oh, okay. So if that's that shot will still miss Runetash too. Then, so the shot would have gone towards Runetash and missed him,
Hey,
and
DM,
it failed
by
your
the way.
saving throw, Runetash.
All right, so that's 3d8.
What are you saying, Onyx?
3d8.
Just
Oh.
fuck her.
Only 8 radiant damage.
Oh.
Whew. Gone.
Beautiful.
Still one in the room. But he's back against that wall. He's watching you guys.
1 down, 1 to go. You have a chance to run away, my friend.
That's what they did.
Oh wait, this dies.
Or you could just die.
No, you're up.
It's your choice.
Val, okay. Val is going to just walk up to the creature and touch.
Okay.
I just this image of him like strolling up. La 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 la.
22 to hit.
Yep.
Okie dokie. 36. So far, so good. Now, watch. I'm going to get really low on these numbers.
No, you won't. You'll do max damage. Don't say that.
Maximum damage.
That's
1,
damage.
2, 6.
Well, now see, you cursed yourself.
For 9 points?
Yep. And I
Hey,
heal
good,
for half
good.
of that.
9 points is good, man.
So half would be what? 4 or 5?
4.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's always the lower of the two, isn't it?
Yeah, round down.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, so that is your turn. And then that takes us to Runetash. You're up.
I know. Everyone keeps telling me no touchy touchy. Yeah, they keep touchy touchy.
Hey, sometimes you can touchy. I don't know.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That'll put him in radius of my spirit guardians. And 5, 10, 15, 20. Wait, no. Is diagonal double? So it's like 5 and then 10.
Not
So-
for the first one.
Okay, so
First one's free.
Really?
5, 10,
We need a new image.
15, 20. Okay, this is, well, you guys can't see it. This is where my spiritual weapon is now because it can only move 20. That was my bonus.
Hey,
And for
Runetash,
my- Yo,
why don't you use the pointer?
I don't know how.
Right
Okay, so
click.
you see this little tear dot?
Oh, look at that. There's something new. It's right here. All right, so that was a bonus action. And
And
then
if
I
it
can
matches your
cast-
color.
I will cast Toll of the Dead on the white. So that's a wisdom saving throw.
19.
Ah, I don't think it gets any damage when that happens. Toll the Dead.
That's a good color for.
No damage. It
Yeah.
resists spell.
Solira, you're up.
Oh,
Nikes.
Would that be double? Or that
No, the first diagonal is free. It's 5 feet. Second diagonal is double.
move my full distance, and I will go ahead and try and slash at it with.
Oh, I like that.
Let's see. What have I been doing? I want to use.
What have I not done tonight?
We'll use the barbed spear to hit.
What?
We'll use the barbed spear to hit.
Okay.
17.
Is it magical?
No.
Okay. 17 does hit.
And now I need to roll 2d8.
Yep.
And probably only doing half of the damage.
4, 5. So that'd be 3. No, 2.
2 points of damage. Okay.
Well,
All
I
right.
did.
And that would bring us to Onyx. You're up.
Well, gentlemen, I'm running out of spell slots. I'll move 10 feet into the room and cast Guiding Bolt at level 1. Hopefully I'll hit 14.
14 is a hit.
Holy shit, really? Okay.
Yep. It's your armor
Right.
class.
I will take it. I did not expect that to hit. Wow, that's good damage. 16 radiant.
Nice.
And yeah, it's bad. And that's all I can do.
Okay.
Yeah, all I can do again. That's my turn.
Excellent. That takes us to the top of the round, which is me. Who's more hurt, Val or Solyra?
Val's been steadily healing herself, but she's about half hit points in terms of.
I have 11 HP.
Yeah, definitely Salira is lower.
Yep,
Okay.
Slayer wins.
Would the wisdom saving throw come first or after?
Yeah. I got to make a wisdom save to attack. 18.
Let me double check the thing.
Pardon me.
It has to be above a 14, so yeah.
Okay. So then to roll to hit.
Sorry, it had to be meeting or above a 14, but beyond the point.
16, Solyra to hit you.
16 to hit. You hit with. You hit.
Just barely hit it, I'm assuming.
Probably a meets it beats it moment.
Yeah. And that is a. I'm going to get a second attack. And that is.
I will take half of that.
So you're going to take. Do you take half of only the first attack or both? With both hit. The next one was a 21 to hit.
Let me double check.
Is it permanent? Like
Has
any hit
has
on them? Or is it...
Well, the target is within 60 feet of you, gains +1 bonus to AC, saving throws, and has resistance to all damage. Also, each time it takes damage, you take the same amount of damage.
Wait, so according to that spell, you miss.
Which spell?
The one Valno placed on me.
It gave her +1 armor class.
There were 16 misses.
Oh, so 16 misses, so only one hit. Okay.
I didn't know it also gave resistance to all damage. I didn't know that.
Well, if you're taking half, right? That is resistance, half.
Oh, fair point.
Yeah. So 9 points of slashing damage.
2.
And 2 points of necrotic damage.
And half of that goes to me, right?
Yeah.
So half of 9 would be, I'll take 5. And then
Plus
Yeah,
one
you
from
do
the
5,
product, that's
54.
6.
Okie dokie.
Just curious.
Okay. And that is the end of its turn. And that brings me to Val, you're up.
Oh, wisdom saving throw for the spiritual gardens.
Failed.
Cool, actually.
15 damage. 15 radiant damage.
It's dead, isn't it?
Yep. And
Alright.
the last white crumbles into dust, its blade clattering on the floor. The echoes of battle fade into this unsettling silence of this room, broken only by the soft creak of the door ahead at the opposite end of the room. It's just because it is slightly ajar at this point. You kind of look around the room and you realize that each one of these pillars at one time would have been one of these whites.
So
We're not touching any pillars.
They would have been. There was only 2 remaining. Anybody who wants can make me a history check.
I would love to.
I would do that too.
I will also do that.
Oh.
Not 1.
Yeah, you have no clue about it.
Can I guidance
Rune-
myself?
Runetash, was that you that rolled the nat 1?
No. Yeah,
No, Val.
we all guidance ourselves.
I can't see what that number is. Oh shit. 4, 2.
So 15. sorry.
17.
Runetash, Onyx, Solyra, what'd you roll?
11.
Okay, Solyra, you have no
Bad
clue either.
rolls off of me.
So Runetash and Onyx, you know by looking at this room, in your faith, in temples that you've been to, for Kumir and for Griva,
Mhm.
hallways like this. I mean, this is a pretty ancient hallway, but used to be set up at one point within like a religious area, and it would be set up as a hallway, they would call it a paladin's trial, where they basically the paladin would enter in and would have to get through all the pillars.
Sure.
So it was like a testing room for them.
Quick
I
question.
think there was some.
Quick question.
Yep.
Why is this pillar not
Different lighter color than the others. It just came out that way.
ooh
Right.
covered?
No specific reason for that. Do you guys search the room at all? Like search the remains of
Yeah,
the
sure.
white?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You find a pouch with 35 gold pieces. And an iron ring that is well, it's not really iron, it's steel. But it's a worn ring that had an inscribed motto on it. And you pick it up pretty quick, Onyx, because you were the one that read the endurance script off the brazier.
Okay.
This translates into a motto that says, endure beyond fear. It's actually inscribed on this ring.
Okay. Endure beyond fear.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. Well, I don't have any identify spells or anything like that, unfortunately, because I'm not a wizard. But I do like rings, and so I'll put it on.
Okay. So you put it on. No problem.
Cool.
It's basically an old paladin's ring.
It's pretty. Fits quite well.
Now, as you're staying there and you're going through everything,
Val.
a gust of wind from nowhere. I mean, it's been still down here. There's no access to the outside world. You haven't seen, some of you haven't seen the outside world in days. But a gust of wind comes from behind you. goes to the room and blows open the doors, those twin iron doors on the other side.
Oh dear.
And they open with a groan and slam against the walls inside the room. And inside beyond is, let me just pull it up.
Why do I smell a boss encounter coming up?
As that all happens, I'll very slowly take the ring off and I'm so sorry. And I'll put it in my pocket.
What did you do?
Inside beyond,
I've literally done something.
is a hallway.
Before we continue on, I would suggest we take a long rest. Seeing
Yeah,
how
and
some
with
of our
that-
party members, seeing how some of our party members are wounded, almost
And
critically.
with that, we are going to end this episode of Into the Depths with a long rest at the end.
Very cool.
That wind opened up into a set of the double doors, and that is what you have encountered. Now, let me kind of go down and see about your.
I do like a long rest. Thank God for
So,
that.
Solera, did you like me being your little protector?
Yes, that was very much obliged.
Yeah, you'll have layered shields.
Shield after shield
I forgot that I
After
can
shield.
cast shield once per
after
day.
shield after shield.
I got an item that lets me cast shield once per day. I keep forgetting about it.
I keep forgetting I also have shield as a spell.
Ah, how do you forget that? That's one of the
So-
most important
So
spells.
you could have had
My God, man.
the warding bond, the sanctuary, shield spell, and then another shield spell from Onyx.
Yeah,
Shield is extremely valuable.
You could have been invincible.
look, I've been focusing way too much on my thief side.
Yeah, as soon as I'm saying, you gotta slow down and think about each step as it happens.
Yeah, the whole point of Val is basically defending allies, and just taking the shots so she could just heal off an enemy.
Okay, so where you guys are at right now, you're going to take a long rest in room number 6.
Yep.
The door has opened into a 15-foot hallway that goes down another 15 feet, and there's another door, and this one's closed. Just so you can kind of get a feel for that. You guys can each. Let me just figure this out here. 7 is 14. 500 experience points each.
Ooh, I'll take it.
As I said, I'm going to do this per session because otherwise it's really not fair for people
That's
who
fair.
aren't here getting experience. And you've already got the treasures that you've been finding along the way. So now, is anybody going to volunteer to step out for next week?
I'm fine either way.
I might.
I will automatically give my spot up to Luca if she
Okay.
wants to play.
All right. So if you're going to give up, because you had already mentioned that to me, I just wanted to make sure. So Runtash, not next weekend, because next weekend Lorelei is going to be running her game, and
Right.
I would encourage if people want to play to jump in on
I'm
that
down
and
for
play.
that.
Oh yes.
It's her first. It's her first DMing foray
Absolutely.
into into Foreverland. So. And then the Saturday after that, I'll be back by then. I'll be a little tired, but I'll be back to run the next episode of Into the Depths.
Oh yeah, you gotta go to Hamilton this week, don't you?
Yeah, we are gone for the week.
Nice.
Just double checking.
That'll be a good couple of days away for you.
Yeah, I hate the trip. Like, I don't
I
like
get
long
it.
drives.
I
because
get
I'm in
it.
so much pain all the time.
Yeah,
With my back and my hip and my legs, and it's a lot for 5 hours on the road, or longer.
a long way.
Which is good that we're going in the middle of the week because the traffic shouldn't be as bad. We're not going on weekend rushes.
Yeah, you're not going on like a weekend or a
It's
holiday.
trailer season. You want to avoid that.
Take the 407 if you need to.
Yeah, we do plan on that.
Yeah.
We do plan on that. So, I appreciate everybody who's tuned in and watched Into the Depths. We will be back in 2 weeks with another Into the Depths, and it will be the same cast of characters minus one Runtash, and Fade should be back. should be back, and as long as she can do it. If not, then
We'll be one cleric down.
So,
I think we can handle 2 clerics.
Or you never know. It actually, I have to roll and see if it's going to be. Well, no, you said you'd give it up for Fade. There's still Tharok that still needs to be interested in coming in. So
Could be a solo cleric run.
So either way, that's what's going on. There are several streams coming up. I encourage everybody to tune in. I'm going to flash our banner right now, our link banner. Please follow through with the lnk.bio/DeaconsTable. That will bring you to all of our links. That'll take you to any one of our social media sites. We are on all of them, except for I'm not on the one that shall not be named. We won't talk about that one. But I'm on everything else. And there's also our Discord, which is the first thing on the list. Join our Discord, become part of our role play community. We're just a bunch of nerds speaking.
Just a bunch of geeks.
Bunch of geeks hanging out. All are welcome. We're a very inclusive community. It doesn't matter, LGBTQ plus friendly. Again, no judgment on our end. As long as you're not a dick, then you're welcome. That's our primary example. Don't be a dick to other members of the community. Just don't be a dick in general. It's a good policy.
That's our motto.
Probably get along better in life overall if you just don't be a dick. So
it's a good motto.
With that in mind, everybody out there, thanks for tuning in. I hope between now and then, all your rolls are criticals, not just the 20, but also the 1, because sometimes that 1 is just as much fun. Bye for now, guys, and we will see you in our next stream.
Bye-bye.